Zanki Zero has been a game I've been looking forward to for a while, with me even giving its lengthy Japanese demo JRPG of the month last year in August because I was so hooked by its interesting concepts. With that in mind, you can imagine my surprise a few days ago when a post from Chunsoft detailed what was added to the Western version, including some UI fixes, and also things being removed to, in their words, ensure a release for the West. It's a touchy subject to talk about censorship at all these days, but for the sake of players like me who saw the removal of these things and worried it would remove story and character development, after digging a little deeper, I wanted to detail what seems to have been removed to help you come to your own conclusion about Zanki Zero's censorship. If you don't know much about Zanki Zero, it's a dialogue-heavy upcoming JRPG said to be made by the same team who helped create the popular visual novel series Danganronpa, with Zanki Zero having its own unique ideas but carrying a similar dark, zany tone revolving around death. The 8 characters stuck on its island are clones, with most of them seeming to have originally been 25 years old before somehow ending up in these clone bodies. Where things get interesting is that these clone bodies only last 13 days before they have to essentially be rebirthed and go through another round of their life cycle, transitioning from being in a child's body to an elderly one with 2 other forms in between, with the child form being where these Western release problems stem from. Due to the nature of characters' ages being raised by going upstairs and into dungeons, and subsequently being rebirthed at different points, all characters are likely to be at different ages at different times in each player's playthrough, which is said to change moments in different core story cutscenes, and also dungeons requiring characters of different sizes. Ages are also said to change the image you see when you do the social bedtime events, the arguable main part where things have been censored. According to Chunsoft, all child form bedtime event cutscenes have been removed, which at first glance sounds like a whole lot of scenes full of dialogue and character development have been removed. And while I don't care about the kids stuff, if it meant I was missing out on innocent things that added to each character's personality, I wasn't going to be too pleased. This then put me into an internal debate of whether I should buy this game in English or Japanese, and since Zanki Zero has been out for some time in Japan, I decided to check out the scenes themselves on YouTube to help me make my decision, and it clarified a lot more than Chunsoft's small sentence did. I can't really insert pictures or video at risk of this video getting taken down without my own ironic censorship, but I'll try to at least show the text box or something so you can see what's going on. In the Japanese gameplay video I watched, I noticed the dialogue I thought was for just the child appeared at multiple ages for some of the characters, which makes me wonder if the dialogue from child events are supposed to appear at multiple ages anyway, just as general bedtime dialogue for the characters at any age, which essentially means they just removed a few controversial background images rather than actual cutscenes, since the dialogue itself may still be in the game. While since I haven't played all of Zanki Zero in Japanese or English, I can't confirm if anything else was changed or taken out of these bedroom moments, I think the words all child cutscenes together were used a little heavily, and some of this dialogue will still very much be present in the English version, just with an older, non-child racy character picture, which I don't personally have a problem with, and it probably just means you can't do these events during the 3 days that your clones are in child form. And speaking of these bedroom scenes, even from Zanki Zero's recent gameplay trailer, there's still some definite fan service in there with the characters in their older forms. So in the case of these scenes, I don't think this is the usual fan service censoring that has been going around Japanese games more recently, and much more in line with Chunsoft's goal of these changes in the first place to, quote, reduce content that could be interpreted as sexualization of characters depicted as minors. As for the rest of the censorship, such as many of Sachika's scenes involving her underwear being altered and some of the promo art, this is one that is a little harder to judge, especially the Sachika stuff. I saw some of the uncensored versions in the Japanese demo of things like Sachika pulling up her dress to reveal her clone X in her belly button that also happens to give a direct view of her underwear, and didn't think much of it because her age, from what I remember, was ambiguous in the first couple of chapters, and I assume it's a spoiler to try and dig deep to find out more about her actual age, so I don't want to look more into that. Sachika's outward appearance appearance isn't dissimilar to the 7 other characters that are 25 years old when the story starts, so I always thought of her as a similar age to them. With her personality being more childish, the only thing I wonder is if the shock value of her doing something as strange as suddenly acting kind of evil and then pulling up her dress will still be felt without the full effect of the shocking visual. But I remember that moment being generally mysterious, so I'm not too worried. If she does turn out to be above age, I can definitely understand some people's upset by seeing more censorship like this. But personally, I'm just glad they didn't say they're doing anything like rewriting her dialogue or anything like that. As someone who was so excited about Zanki Zero after trying its Japanese demo, it's a little sad to see such an interesting game currently being in this controversial light, since my 8 hours with it showed a unique story with a dark tone I liked from the Danganronpa team's previous games, and the things getting censored I did happen to see during my demo playthrough were things I never gave a second thought. I hope my video at least helped to clarify things for people like me who were worried about how the story would be affected by all of this, especially since it sounds like these changes to ensure a release for the West are likely the only way we're still getting this game. Personally, it's likely I'll still pick up Zanki Zero in April unless something else manages to excite me more. But to those who aren't picking it up because you don't want to support censorship in any way, I can understand that too, and in any case, I truly hope that everyone enjoys whatever they choose to play, and that the rest of Zanki Zero's gameplay and story content is strong enough to outshine this pre-release controversy. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the changes for Zanki Zero and if you plan to pick it up still. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, or you can check out the blog at jrpgjungle.com, and you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at jrpgjungle. Links to those will be in the description below, along with where you can pick up Zanki Zero. Until next time, thank you, bye!